Welcome to Ultimate DIY, where you learn to be your own handyman. And today, I'm going to show you how to replace runners on a wooden fence. So your first question probably is, what the hell is a runner? What is it on the wooden fence? What the runner is it's a dimensional piece of lumber that is going to go horizontal on your wood fence, which your pickets will nail or screw to. In this case, I've got 3 of them like this one that's rotted out, and there's multiple ways to change that. I can use what's called a cat's paw, and I can try to pull out all the nails. They've been caulked over and painted. It's not going to be easy, and it's going to make a mess. And try to get this one back in. Go back and use wood putty or something like that to put over the holes to make it where it looks decent, and repaint, and probably replace some of the pickets if I end up tearing them up. And if that happens, it makes it doubly hard on this one, because this is a board on board, meaning I have a piece of lumber here, and I have one covering the seam. So you have 3 pickets in those areas. So if I damage one, I'm going to have to pull a lot of it out. So what I'm going to do instead is what's called sistering. We're going to take this lumber and we are going to put it directly up underneath the other one with new hardware. And we are going to tie it in that way, go into the other side and shoot nails into this. That way, I don't have to damage any of these. It's the cheapest way to fix it. And once it's all painted, it blends in pretty well. Speaking of paint, I go ahead and pre-paint everything. I'll put a final coat at the end, but I paint all sides. The reason I do that is a lot of times people will put it up and they'll either stain or paint after the fact. Problem is, water still works down behind there and starts rotting the wood from the inside. So if you put a good coat of paint on it first, you're going to slow that process way down, and it's going to look better. You're not going to have little areas as it shrinks up, the wood's going to show. If you're doing a board on board with pickets, you definitely want to pre-stain or pre-paint those, because those pickets will shrink and you'll have lines all up and down your fence. So I do have 2 types of fasteners. These are your hardware that you see most of the time with wooden fences today. And this one will actually mount like this. So basically, the traditional one, like I have on right now, you will just take the bolt out, slide it on, and you tighten this bolt back. Now, I'm going to show you from the side where the problem lies. So if you notice, the traditional one sets way back compared to this one. These are made basically to go on, and you can tie a chain link fence or game fence to here and stretch it on the back side of a wooden fence, but they're very flat, so they're made to set flat. These will set further back, so far back you will not be able to get your runner in. So you can get both of these at Home Depot. This is usually going to be found in the wood fence section. These will generally be found in the chain link section, because they're really made for, to tie chain link onto these bolts and be able to tie it together. There we go. It started basically like this, and you'll get the wood behind it where you're going to place it. I just want it to kind of stay somewhat firm, not slide everywhere. You have to put these in to reverse them. They'll lock from either direction. You definitely got to put in before you turn it, because you don't have enough room back here to get the bolt in. Just like so. Now some guys here will use regular screws. I like to use slag bolts. Much stronger. Okay, finish tight. Make sure they don't come up. This is where an impact really shines. So, got a slight bend in that, so we lift it up. Just like that. go, guys. It's really simple to put runners on fences like this, and this is a board on board, which is what I was talking about in the video. You have 2 slats and you have one covering the center. Sure that you know when you're putting those runners on before you go buy the material, is it a 2x3 or a 2x4, so at least it matches up and looks right. The other thing you want to look for is stain color like this. This is a walnut color. There's a pecan color that has a little more red in it, and there's a few other colors. If you're staining, make sure you match the correct stain color. So on top of staining, you may have it painted like what I had on this project, so you'll want to match that paint. If you don't know that color, take one of the pickets or the boards or a piece of it somehow, a chip, you need at least a 1/4 inch size, match that color so it looks correct. When you're staining or you're painting, be sure that you're painting or staining all the sides of that runner so water doesn't get behind it and rot it out like the one that's already rotted that you're trying to replace. Now remember, you can take that whole runner off, but you're going to have to pull all of these screws. Now this fence is put together with screws, so that could happen very easily on this particular fence. The other fence was using a ring shank nail. It was nailed in and then painted over. It was going to destroy the pickets to get them off. So keep those things in mind when you go to put up the runners, and if you're going to sister them or if you're going to replace it fully. Also, this one has a cap on it, so if I was replacing all the pickets and all, I'd also have to pull my caps off and my trim pieces. So if you got something out of today's video, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, be sure you hit the little bell notification button so that you know about all upcoming videos as they are released. If you have time, leave me a comment. That helps the channel grow. And be sure you hit the little like button as well. I do appreciate that. Hope to see you guys on the next one.